Good evening, friends, and welcome to tonight's Boys from the Baltic Star. It's Friday night, and when it's Friday night and we're all here, we play Traveller. And on stream, Ben, how many times have we played Traveller?
As of tonight, we have played on stream 150 times.
You'd think we'd be good at it by now.
You would, wouldn't you?
We're getting worse.
Yeah. If only it was a game you could actually win at.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't hold out hope for our win records.
we have moments rather than great successes. We're like the plucky underdog that gets battered around all the time, then just gets one victory from time to time just to keep believing.
Well, you get your little wins where you can.
Still,
but not in Traveller, because you can't win Traveller.
Can't win Traveller.
You just die more slowly. In honour of such things, I am wearing my Bewitched T-shirt, my Sailor V, because such is life. And thank you for joining us, Sparrow. Thank you for joining us, despite all your local driving over the last week, local this week. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to anyone else who may be lurking and anyone watching. We appreciate you, and hope you appreciate us on a Friday night. We are playing Traveller because the three of us are here. It's been a while. I look back, it has been the 12th of September was the last time, then the 5th of September, and then the 8th of August. It's not been a good couple of months for us Traveller wise. We had got a little rhythm up, and life has found a way but we're
to
back.
Mess with us extensively.
Very much extensively, but we're back tonight, and I think there's no reason why we're not for the next few. I think so. Let's build a rhythm, and we're going to power through, because to be honest, right now, Traveller, it has never been more chill. It's been a really nice, relaxed time on Traveller, and we're enjoying ourselves, and we hope you do too tonight, Divya, because nothing will change for that. Nothing will change.
Long may it continue.
Long may it continue. Well, we need to. That's why we went to the pool, to try and recreate the hot tub happiness. Maybe just 'cause it's so relaxed. Well, we're going to run for an hour and a half or so tonight. Poor Ewan is not batting at 100% tonight. He's working hard. He's doing his best, but as you can see, he's not quite there. As you can see, that's really rude.
Thanks.
As you can tell, obviously, he's not there.
Tell it how it is, Luke. Even worse.
God, you should have seen what it was like before we got the makeup on him. He was ready for the Halloween stream, I thought. But we'll do an hour and a half.
Don't give too much away.
Oh, yeah. Click on the red sun, spend some points if you want. They all cost loads of different things. Get involved. Exactly, Spares. We know what we're doing. More points generally have more things. I forgot Ben's beard, but it looks slightly stubbly. It's not totally. Yep. So that's
a little bit of beard, not a huge amount, but
not a huge amount. But it's regaining. It's recapturing land as it goes. There's two new ones for those that might have remembered last time. We do stand for you, and we get that one out. I'll put it near the top because it's an important one. There it is. Still Easter, as far as we're concerned. Two newish things are, where are they? Tim Advisor, like TripAdvisor, but if we see a Tim, you can rate the Tim out of 5, which is quite good. There's some good Tims last week. I believe there was
there were some good Tims.
4-star. Spaceport Tim was a 4-star. Hotel Tim a 3-star, I believe. I don't know how we felt about Bar Tim. Bar Tim was quite brusque. He did his job without being special. 2 or 3.
Middling, I would say.
2. Can you have 2.5 stars? Go 2.5 stars.
I don't know. If you've got a 5-star system, you can't go around with halves, I don't think.
Otherwise, it might as well be 10.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then you do 7.5, and then suddenly you're at 20.
Well, I mean, I suppose that is the risk with a star-based system, or in fact, any system that takes an infinitely complex curve and breaks it down to segmented statements.
That's far too deep for this time of night.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you. So there's Tim Advisor where you can vote for some Tims. That's about my level. Or I believe, what else? We put something else out there. Oh, it turns out Stefan's won a lot of awards. So if you want to find out about any awards that Stefan's won over the last few weeks, just click it in, then we'll talk about it. 'Cause he's a very proud man. He's got his medal with him at the minute. Because he's a very good boy. And he plays
with wellies, wasn't it?
Was it Wellies? Welly Wanging?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, nice. Stefan, what about? It's nice of you to say so. To redeem it, Sparrow. We'll wait until we're in character, of course, but we will hold that one in the bank, ready to go. Anyway, my name is Luke. I'm in the top right-hand corner. I play as Kara and Soraya. Kara is there on the left. She's an artist, a hacker, a philosopher, a trader, a talky kind of person who can punch. And I've got Soraya, the second from the right, who is the jack of all trades, the scout, the drinker, the one that gets slightly embarrassed at times, a big sports fan. And I enjoy playing them both. And part of the reason I enjoy playing it is because I get to play them as part of this wonderful team. With people that really help me to improve them week by week. And the one man that does that most of all is the man below me. He is my brother from another mother. He is the housewife's favourite and the Floofmeister General. He's covered in 3 inches of makeup so that he doesn't look as horrific as he really does right now. He is Ewan. Good evening, Ewan. How are you?
Hello, Luke. I'm terrible. No, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Not too bad. All thanks to the makeup, of course.
That's good. If on a scale of pain, if 10 is being kicked in the testicles, so very high, and 1 is childbirth, where are you right now?
With the intro that you're giving me, with Luke interactions, probably somewhere about a 7.5, probably. So we might as well change the scale to somewhere on 20. No, it's not too painful. It's just heady and bunged up.
Bunged up. Well, you're powering through, and we respect you for that, and we're glad because we love to travel and we love to play, and we love to enjoy the presence of your 2 characters. And who are they, please?
The 2 characters that I'm playing tonight and every night that we play Traveller are Agnar Arnson, who is the floofiest in the picture. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why I check. There is never anybody in the scrolling selection of crew that can outfloof him. He is the more grown-up member of the group, the daddy of the group, if you will. He likes to think of himself as the voice of reason most times, but I'm sure every now and then it slips from his vague mind. Former military general. I also play Stefan Miller. I almost said Agnar Arnson again.
It's going to be like that.
A really, really weird stream. Stefan Miller, who is the furthest right on the picture, as you see them. Friend of Soraya's, much less into sports, much more sneaky. I don't think I'm out of line saying that, am I, Luke?
I think he's quite sneaky.
He tries to be. But generally, her partner in crime without it actually being crime most of the time. He mostly does crime by himself and does ridiculousness with Soraya.
Big crimes. What a star he is. And I love him immensely. As I love them all, and as I love the man at the bottom of the screen. He's at the bottom only physically, but in true reality, he's a mountain among men. He stands but 7 foot tall, if not more. He is the smartest man in any room. He lives his entire life in the Twin Peaks dream sequence and can often be found being carried around Faversham, a sedan chair on the back of 6 heavily oiled Eastern European topless gentlemen.
Majestic!
He is majestic, and as he resplends, I'd like to offer to you the magnificent Queen of Faversham, Ben. Good evening, Ben. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yes, very well. And it has been a perfectly tolerable week. You know, normal challenges, but everything's been ticking over just about. And it's always a joy to come back to play with you guys and some Traveller, which I do love very much.
It's good, and it's getting cooler now. So I know you're not a man for the hotter months. Are you feeling more like yourself as we slide into misery?
It's starting to get better, yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hot weather, um, and I do appreciate it when I can choose my body temperature by what clothing I'm wearing, rather than having to, lie on top of the bed and desperately hoping that everything will cool down and give me some mercy.
The best thing about it getting cooler is that as you're being carried around Faversham on that chair, you're no longer naked.
That is a benefit, and not necessarily just for me. I think, based on the petitions and lawsuits, there have been a lot of votes for that.
I did enjoy the person that tried to make that bronze statue of you in town, the naked version, like the Lady Godiva statue in Coventry, very much.
Yeah, yeah. I think the motivation behind it was appreciated. At least, they want to show off my splendid physique. Or, as some people said, it was actually a ploy to drive tourists away. I'm not entirely sure which it was, but yeah. Either way, I feel it was an appreciated gesture.
Quite right too. You know what else would be appreciated? So I reckon playing some game tonight.
Okay,
Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
just for a little bit. Well, then, in that case, I should probably catch us up. So, on Nadi, our travellers have found a place that seems fairly placid. I mean, there's a question about why the population is somewhat lower than it's supposed to be, but I'm sure there's nothing suspicious or worrying going on.
Nah, nothing.
On the planet, the islands are occupied by 3 independent nations, each identified by a colour flash. Our heroes have picked, arguably at random, to investigate the Morven nation, though they're doing so on Pericor, an island and city that acts as a diplomatic and trade centre shared by all 3 nations. After arranging for a company called Lighthouse Independent to examine the Baltic Star and provide a quote for repairs, our heroes, including Rick and Rose, made their way to the hotel and settled in for the evening. The hotel is called the Trinity and is well equipped with entertainment and some quality rooms, at least quality enough. The crew decided to go to the bar for the evening. In the bar, there were 2 televised games of Rat. Rat is a team game with 16 players per side at any one time, where the objective is to pass a ball around and throw it through a goal, scoring points based on how many goals a shot goes through. It's complex and seems to be rather popular, but it might be unique to Nadi. On screen that night, there were matches in 2 leagues. The B teams and the E teams were in action. Morven was playing DeCinti in both matches, and it turns out the Greens lost both, hammered in the B match and narrowly losing the E match. This led to a somewhat subdued atmosphere in the bar, as the hotel, the patrons, and the staff were all Morven people, excepting the tourists, of course. The mood was scarcely improved by having a drink of Notato spirit, a local delicacy ish. In order to lift people's spirits, the crew made up a tabletop game inspired by Rat and played for fun, gathering a small but enthusiastic crowd. And having enjoyed a drink, a game, a little downtime, and with no danger lurking anywhere, they made their way to the hotel pool. And that is where we resume the story. So, you make your way along towards the hotel pool. I'm not sure if I actually explained this, but essentially the hotel is made of 2 rows of 7 structures, 7 buildings. And the one you are in at the moment, as you leave the bar, you are leaving the one that is in the second row, in the back row, right in the middle of its row of 7.
That's right.
And
we walked through an arboretum or something, didn't we? Some sort of garden.
That's right. There is in the sort of space between. Trying to think of the easy way to describe this. So there are sealed corridors connecting both the front and rear rows together into a chain.
Yep.
And in those sealed corridors, there are also cross corridors connecting to the across between the 2 rows. And there's a fair amount of space between each of these cross areas, and most of them are just empty because obviously you're outside, you need a breath mask out there. But one of them, right between the reception and that bar you were in, has been glazed over and turned into a little dome full of plants and places to sit and smell some grass if you want to. Um, it's quite pleasant in practice. So the pool is in a building which is on that same back row, but it's all the way at the left side, effectively. It's one of the end buildings there, and so the route through will take you through two other sort of hotel accommodation blocks in order to get to the pool. Um, so as you head that way, you notice quite quickly that while they've done their best to change the paint color on the walls and so on as you move from one block to another, it's pretty obvious that the accommodation blocks are essentially identical. There's not a lot of architectural variety in them, but they have slightly changed the color scheme, slightly changed the floor coloring, put up slightly different style art on the walls. They've tried to make each one a little bit distinctive, if for no other reason than to help people who are stumbling back from the bar to find the right block. And at the end of that route, you wander into the pool area. This is built within essentially a similarly sized and shaped, roughly square building. They've tried to do a pretty good job as best they can. It's effectively a two-story building. And as you enter, you see that there is a pool in the middle of quite a broad surround, which has lots of places to sit and relax and stretch out. They appear to have put some artificial lighting in the ceiling in a sort of ring around what appears to be a large skylight. So there's natural light, but there's also some artificial lighting for when it's dark or just to top up the light level a bit. And as at the side you enter, where the main entrance is into the pool, there are also two staircases stretching up left and right, which have built underneath them a couple of changing rooms, literally underneath the staircases as they go up. But where they reach up to the top floor, the upper story, there's a kind of balcony around the pool there, which provides additional seating space and some places to sit and have a drink or whatever you fancy. The pool does have its own bar, which is at the far side of the pool as you come in. And there's another set of stairs there, so it allows easy access for people who are upstairs who want to come down and get a drink. But the bar doesn't appear to have anyone staffing it at the moment. And the pool is completely empty. The whole space is completely empty.
We're into the evening now, aren't we? So
Yes.
yeah. Oh, Stefan.
So
Off the balcony. You can go off the balcony, can't you? It's not that high.
I was about to suggest a competition.
You're far more athletic than I.
I'm happy to go first. Maybe we should get changed.
What? I didn't bring anything.
Oh, neither did. No, we didn't think this through, did we?
We didn't. You packed your dressing gown though.
Oh, I always carry a spare. Just a little silky fold-up number.
So you can go in your clothes and then just put your dressing gown on to head back to your room.
Oh, that's better than I was going to suggest putting about the dressing gown on and jumping in. Actually, for the sake of everyone below me, I think, the clothes is the better idea. Good thinking. I'll put it on this sun lounger just to reserve it and keep it dry.
You do that. Now, if you why don't you go up to the balcony, and we'll get a video shot of it. We'll send it back to the guys on the ship. They'll find that quite entertaining, I'd imagine.
Nice. Here, hold on. Let me take some stuff out of my pockets. I don't want my devices to get wet. What else have I got on me? No, well, don't want those to get wet either. Or that. Okay. Make sure you're filming. Don't miss it.
I got it. You be careful up those stairs, yeah? Be careful up those stairs.
He'll go very slowly up the stairs, almost poignantly. 2 hands on the handrail. I'm being careful.
Mm-hmm.
As he gets to the top, before he gets to the top, Kara would like to try and grab his dressing gown and run off with it back to the rooms, please.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, in that case, given the environment you're in, I'm going to ask you to make a stealth with dex check, please.
Seems easy.
How many drinks have we had at this point, Ben?
Enough.
Do you remember?
A few.
You've had a few.
Okay.
Okay, if that's the case, with drinking a few, Kara's carouse is good. So can I use that instead, or get a boon or something? Because
only if you're trying to engage
she stays
with
sober.
me.
She stays sober better.
No, just dex and stealth.
Let me see if I've got any boons left from the other week. Okay, there we go. That's okay. It's not disastrous. I've not got any minuses, at least. I feel like it's a really important role for some reason. I don't know why. 8.
8. Okay. You successfully snatch it without it being noticed by the by the poor victim of your prank. However, as you flee the space, Rose is going to try and stop you.
What? Rose?
It's better Rose than Stefan. He was going to shoot you.
He hasn't even seen it yet.
I know.
Rose, we're buddy pals.
Okay, she rolled a 9, and with her dex and athletics dex, as you nip out towards the door, she easily grabs it from you, and carefully puts it back where you grabbed it.
Oh, Rose, you used to be cool. That's going to make it awkward as we're sharing a room together, Rose.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she has decided she has a bit of time for some of the members of the crew, and she doesn't want to see them pranked.
Nobody wants to see Stefan walk through the hotel naked. That's what it is.
It'd have been drippy wet. It'd be fine. Carl shoots Rose a smile, and then just says, "Yeah, worth the go. I'm off to bed anyway. Make as much noise as you need when you come in." And waves to them all. Gives Stefan the big "you can do it" from below, and then wanders back to the room.
With the prankster gone, Rose is also going to disappear into a changing room and come out for a quick swim, because she doesn't get to do that very often.
No, she doesn't.
And I think Rick is probably going to just settle down into one of the comfy chairs by the side of the pool and put his feet up a bit and just watch Rose splash up and down.
Innocent Rick. Simple Rick.
It's a bit harsh. He's got some brain power behind him in certain aspects.
Yeah, so presumably you spend a little bit of time enjoying the pool and the atmosphere and everything before you wend your way back to your rooms.
Yep. I see no reason to do
Indeed.
anything particular there tonight.
All right. Well, you've had a few drinks, so you're still sort of wiping a bit of sleep from your eyes in the morning when there's a knock on Agnar's door.
Yes.
Whatever could this be? He'll act a bit surprised. He's not quite sure what to make of this. Of course, he, generally speaking, is up quite early. It's very much in a routine. He's not quite ready yet, though. So, one moment. Make sure that he's suitably attired for receiving company, and head to the door.
Okay. At the door, there is a Tim, and the Tim has a little trolley in front of him. And as you open it, you notice that on the trolley there is a large bowl of fresh fruit. And he says, "Good morning, sir. Happy birthday." And he begins pushing the trolley into the room. And once he's inside, he pulls out a large navy blue sash with writing printed on it in silver, which says "Happy 50th birthday." And he presents it to you as if it's a sort of formal gift, draped over his forearms, you know?
Yes. And now correct me if I'm wrong, Ben. This has happened before, but
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
sure
Yeah.
Agnar
This has
ever got
happened
to the
before.
bottom of who did it, or am I wrong?
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I think he just accepted it.
It happened on Geeka before at the hotel there.
So there's definitely a moment where he clocks on to something being
Something
something being
happened.
afoot. Once is a mistake. Twice is something completely different. Thank you kindly, he says, and he takes the sash and puts it on. If I may ask, which one of my astute friends did me the honor?
He takes out a little data pad and checks it, and he says, "I'm terribly sorry, I don't know, sir. It's not recorded."
Well, that's going to make it very awkward to thank them. They tend to be quite a modest bunch, and they don't like to be forthcoming with the nice things that they.
I understand,
that
sir.
we all do for one another.
I understand. I don't know if you're going to be staying with us for breakfast, but the breakfast room is open when you wish.
Oh, we certainly will be. Yes. My birthday breakfast is always a special occasion.
Excellent. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, sir. And he steps out, taking the trolley with him, having unloaded the fruit, and closes the door quietly, and he disappears.
Sorry, someone's gonna have to remind me who's sharing with who.
It is.
You're in a room with Rick.
And then Stefan and Soraya together, if you want the other.
Yeah. No, I got the Cara and Rose, Stefan and Soraya.
Yes. Cara and Rose are together. So,
is Rick up?
yes, he's awake. He's not what you'd call fully dressed, but he's awake.
Rick,
Morning.
do you know anything about this delicious-looking fruit platter?
He stands up and walks over and takes a look at it. Well, I think that's a lum fruit. I don't recognize those ones, but that's probably an orange.
I'm gonna be honest though. this has happened before. This arrived. The fine serving staff seem to be under the impression that it's my holds up the sash or pulls it out, I suppose, 50th birthday. Today, which my birthday is not today, and I am not 50. I don't mind. It's fine.
Your birthday isn't today?
Age. No.
Oh.
It was. Did you not remember? It was like a few weeks ago, if that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a Varga. I don't know how often Varga have birthdays.
That's true. I suppose that's true. Anyway, back to my main point. This has happened once before on Geeker. You were there, I believe.
Yes.
Suspiciously. I'm joking. It's not suspicious, but it does make me think for such a thing to happen twice. There must be someone behind this. It's not a mistake. I can't accidentally and get the wrong room. And if they do, they'll soon have somebody whose 50th birthday is complaining downstairs that their fruit platter hasn't arrived, or their sash.
Well, if I were you, I would try very hard not to get to the bottom of it. Because as long as their identity remains a secret, it seems likely that every month or two you'll get a birthday bowl of fruit.
That's
Exactly.
true.
He's so smart.
That's true. Yes.
I mean, I'm assuming the fruit isn't, poisoned or anything. This is just fruit.
Oh, well, you say that, but would you care to try some?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Looks nice. And he conspicuously ignores the lum fruit and reaches for something that looks more like a small orange. And begins enthusiastically and quite extravagantly peeling it. This could go on for a while.
Agnar leans in closer to watch and just picks up a med kit from the side of the table, just in case.
When he's finished peeling it, he sort of breaks it apart in a slightly messy way and begins, sucking the juice from bits that tore and eating segments of it. And he makes happy noises and he seems fine.
There'll be a knock at the door.
And, Rick obviously looks up and goes, what?
Perhaps you should get this one, Rick. I couldn't bear to receive another birthday.
Oh, yeah. He goes over, still holding like half an orange in his hand, and pulls open the door. Morning.
Outside, it will be Soraya with half a big bag full of cheesy balls in one hand and what looks like an orange juice in the other.
Okay. And Rick sort of stands aside so you can come in if you wish.
Morning, all morning. Oh, happy birthday, Agnar. Didn't you have a birthday recently?
He'll squint very side-eye towards Soraya. Thank you.
Any of those fruits going free? Or I could, yeah?
Yeah.
The little grapey type thing. She'll grab like a little grapey thing and put it in a hand with a cheesy ball and have them together. That is top. I recommend it. And she tips the cheesy balls on top of the fruit. There you are, look, mix them all in. It's nice.
What have you done to my birthday platter?
But your birthday, it is your birthday.
No, it's not my birthday.
How often?
But it's my birthday platter.
How often do Vargas have birthdays? I don't know.
The same
Rick,
time.
do you know how often they have birthdays?
You people are so uncultured.
Look, I wanted you to solve an argument for me. Look, we'll worry about your birthday later. I was talking with Stefan this morning about, I don't know if you remember that award he won a while back. Because he was talking about his diving last night. You remember when he did that last dive where he sort of over-rotated and he reckoned he did like 3 spins? He won that trophy. He won that trophy once, right? Do you remember? We've talked about it before when we've been drunk. He showed pictures of it. Do you remember how many spins it was?
For the diving, The diving trophy.
Yeah.
I think wasn't it the wasn't it 4? No, it couldn't have been 4. He barely did 3 last night. Maybe it was 3. Maybe it was 3, and that won him the wormhole World Cup medal. Wasn't that the thing? Is that what it's called? It's something to do with whirling, spins. I don't know.
He said
3. It was 3.
He said he did 5. I knew that was a lie after last minute. Right.
No, that's not what he said last time.
He's just showing off, wasn't he? He's showing off. All right, thanks,
Most
man.
of the time. Thanks for the cheesy balls.
Anyway, did you order breakfast in, or are we going down together? We're ready.
No. When this was delivered, they said that breakfast was open, but only for special friends of the birthday party.
God, perfect.
Do you want to join?
Party. Let's go.
Are you ready, Rick?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. Let's shall we?
Okay. Are you gathering everyone else together?
Yeah.
So, shall we gather everyone else together?
You know what? Let's do it. Well, at least knock on the door, and if they wake up, they wake up, and if the two of them don't, they don't.
Fair enough. Rick is already well awake and has had a bit of fruit. Rose is definitely up and about, and she seems to be very happy this morning. I think the swim did her a lot of good. She enjoyed that as an activity. So you can travel as a gang of 6 if you like, because everyone's well awake.
Yeah, Cara got to bed first, so she's actually awake for once, which is quite rare.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm happy for everyone to go down together.
Okay. Well, essentially, the breakfast room is the bar you were in the previous night. It serves double duty because it's a nice big open space full of chairs and tables. In the evening, it serves drinks and bar snacks, and in the morning, it does breakfast for the hotel. It's not as if the decor has changed significantly, but but there is a slightly different vibe because, again, it has a skylight up in its ceiling. So there's a fair amount of natural light flooding in. And underneath the big screen wall where the matches were playing last night, there is a mobile table on wheels that's been put out. And it's a buffet-style breakfast. You can just help yourselves.
Wonderful. Agnar will gesture out to the crew, to the buffet.
Everyone can wander over and help themselves. You've seen more impressive breakfast buffets, but it looks fine. Just a bit basic.
No omelette bar.
No, there are eggs and bacon and sausages, but they're just sitting on a flat metal tray. You know, there's no real sophistication to them, and there's some fruit, there's some cereal. It's perfectly acceptable. Plenty of bread and butter with various spreads and things to go on it. It's a perfectly acceptable breakfast, but you wouldn't include it in a glowing review of the hotel. You wouldn't say, "Oh, the breakfast bar was amazing."
Sure.
Sarai barges past Agnar and says loudly so that the group can hear and maybe some passing Tims. Well, as it's Agnar's birthday, it seems, I guess I'll serve him up a nice big portion. You sit down, Agnar. You don't worry about anything. It's your special day.
Thank you. My knees, it does hurt to stand for any prolonged period of time now that I'm 50. I'll look around for any reactions from anyone.
Kara's suddenly really fascinated in whatever's on the screen. In the other direction.
If you would like to see if you can judge, then you can choose to make a deception check with intellect if you want to see if anyone's giving anything away.
He definitely will. He definitely will.
Is it contested?
Oh, I'm really sorry. That's a really good roll. That's 12 plus 1.
Oh, you saved it for the right moment.
It is
wasted.
Very obvious to you as you glance around that Kara is clearly responsible for the birthday sash.
Yes, I think I will go sit down. Thank you, Soraya. I'll slowly walk, linger a little look as he heads to find a table, I suppose, for 6.
When they're gone, Kara will shuffle over to Soraya and look behind, and she'll go, "Hey, I don't think Agnar knows it yet, but it's me." Funny, right? I did it. I'm pretty certain this is the second time. I'm just gonna keep doing it because he ain't gonna realise. Dopey old guy. I love him, but you know. And then she sort of grabs a plate full of food and wanders back over, whistling and looking too nonchalant.
Please, Kara, sit down. It's been a weird morning.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise you were 50.
I'm not 50. It's not my birthday. Somebody sent something to my room.
What?
I don't know, and I don't know who it was. I don't know.
Wait, it's not.
I
You
also
don't think
got.
it's. You don't think it's.
No, I got this.
Fest, do you?
No, it doesn't feel like a very fest thing to
Games.
do. Although there was a big bowl of fruit. Rick tried some. He's still alive. Kara's tried. Soraya tried some. She's still alive as well. So, I mean, maybe if they were both dead and it was poisonous, then perhaps. But I don't think it was fest. It happened. You remember it happened on Geeker as well.
It did.
When we were staying in the Coronet. Very odd.
And this is your second
Twice
sash. This is your second sash now. You've got a collection of sashes.
I might start turning them into a quilt. Perhaps some kind of tapestry. Can you make a tapestry with the sashes if you have enough of them?
Looking at the width, if you had 10 of them, you could turn them into some kind of waistcoat.
I like it.
10 more birthdays and you'll be there.
Yeah. Well, at this rate, I'll have a waistcoat in no time.
Kara suddenly has to look away at a very important screen, and you see her shoulders shake a little bit.
Is there more rat going on?
No, it's news. The news. Look, you know me. I'm at the forefront of all things cultural.
That is true. That is true, and you do like to put out some videos on social media. You know, about the news from time to time.
What about the news? Get a clip of this rat stuff. Looking forward to actually getting out and about today. Getting our feet on the ground, having a look around, trying to sell some of the stuff back in the ship. No,
we're not just gonna spend the whole day selling stuff, are we? It's my birthday.
I know. Look, if we can sell some stuff first, we got like a couple of things. We need to sell some stuff. We need to go see this guy because we've got a mission, sadly. But the rest of the day, we could do a bit of shopping, a bit of sightseeing. What do you think? Have a look around. It's your birthday. The shopping will take, the selling will take not long at all. We know where we need to go. I'll pop in, I'll flog the stuff. There's going to be markets and all sorts of things there. You can have a little mooch around, maybe find some more stuff for your what's it, space chess.
That's true. That's true.
Some new figures, see if they got any out here,
Yeah, that's
treat yourself. It's your birthday.
Okay. It is. I mean, you'd think that someone would treat me on my birthday, but
that looks like Soraya has. Look at the size of that plate she's brought over. You're not going to fit in that sash at this rate. Wear it as a headband.
No, I think whoever ordered it, there's quite a bit of quite a bit of space in this. They're clearly very good at forward thinking, planning for the inevitable middle spread that will happen when after I'm 50.
I wasn't gonna say I've known you for a few years now. I knew you're
Well,
back in your
all of these
colonel
brunches
years.
that are packing on.
I noticed that the
packing
higher
on
up the ranks, you went, the more brunches you had. And since retiring,
Yes.
the brunches have been non-stop.
Exactly. So we really have to do this trading today. Haven't we got like a whole week here?
Yeah, I think four nights I booked in. But we've got to get it done. We need the money because they're going to fix the ship, aren't they?
That's true. That's
and
true.
there's. Do you know? When I went back to the room last night when you lot were all swimming, I looked over the Baltic Inc. accounts. Do you know how many credits we have in our joint account? In our business account? In our business account,
3 million.
we have 0 credits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, this is why you're the finance person.
But we do have. She lowers her voice. 20 laser carbines with rounds. 10 aerosols. 7 red. 10 white smoke. 20 stun grenades. 6 pairs of skis still, but 2 of them look pretty knackered. 4 lots of reflect armor. 7 good med kits. I think you must have grabbed some because we used to have 10. I've got a lot of weapons in the weapons locker. We've got a ton of pharmaceuticals, which this is what I need to make some profit on, really. And then we've got the Cadmos. But you were bigging that up yesterday, Agnar. You were really pushing it, I think. I'm feeling confident about selling that.
It feels like they use it quite a bit here. You are right. I do have 3 of the good med kits. I almost had to crack one open when our good friend Rick tried the fruit. I was worried that I was going to need to use it, but turns out I think he's going to be okay. Unless it's one of those, slower acting poisons. But yeah, I think they'll be very eager to get some Cadmos here, and it's important for us to get some credits into the Baltic Star Inc. account, especially as I'm turning 50 today. That means that I've now served 8 years on the Baltic Star, and you know how 8 years is a very lucky number for space travel. And generally celebrated by a gift of at least a clock or a gold watch or something amongst crews.
Oh, so I'll tell you what, as Carolyn's back at the table and looks at the other 5 there, sort of starting to involve them in the conversation a bit more. As it's your 50th today, Agnar, each of us, every single one of us at this table, will find you a special birthday gift when we're shopping today as a special celebration. How about that?
Rick sort of puts a hand up. He says, I have a question.
There's no lower budget, Rick, if that's helpful.
That wasn't the question.
Yep.
Why are we getting a birthday present for someone who isn't having a birthday?
Well,
it's a good question, Cara. Why are we?
Well, I would say that your little silky number says you are, and
He holds it up.
If you don't want presents, we won't get you any presents. In a way, every day together on the Baltic Star is like a birthday, wouldn't you say?
And a present.
A present.
And a present. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I'm not really raising an objection to the idea of buying a present. I'm just wondering why it's a birthday present.
How long have we got until your birthday, Rick?
Oh, I don't know. I lose track with changing from one planet to another.
Well,
that's why we invented the handy Baltic Star calendar.
Oh, it's got so many pages to it, though, Agnar.
But it's mostly filled with Varga feast days.
Well, naturally.
It's also 4-dimensional. It keeps changing shape.
Indeed, and there are plans to add a 5th as well.
Indeed.
Okay.
We need to get the engineers back on that.
But pencil it in on the calendar, and then it'll be forever celebrated whenever the Baltic Star reaches that
I'll
date. And
I'll get
space
someone to
and
help me
time.
work it out.
Just let us know the night before, and we'll sort you out.
I think Freya knows her way around multi-dimensional maths.
That's what the graffiti says on the toilets.
Oh, right. Yeah, I couldn't translate that. So everyone finishes up their breakfast and is in a fit state, if it's a good time, to head out into the town of Pericor.
Oh, yes. I'm excited.
All right.
Let's go.
So you grab
vibes,
whatever
place.
last minute supplies you need, weaponry and things of that nature.
Grab a few bits of roll and ham in a napkin into the pocket, just hoping that no one sees.
Some sausages and some rolls.
Yeah.
In the pockets. Yeah.
And you make your way back through the reception and out onto the street. And that's where we'll take our break.
Indeed. What a talent.
I like it.
I feel set up and ready for the day after such a wonderful breakfast.
I like we spent 4.5 sessions to get to the place where most people get to in about 2 minutes.
Yeah. But that's the vibe of the place.
It's just good vibes, really. Really chilled out vibes.
Nobody's even pulled a weapon on you yet.
Well, that's very true. I've not had the opportunity, really.
Yeah.
Right, we should go for a break. The graphic is up. The sound's about to go up now. And then we'll be back in 5 for a toast and probably like a 35-minute run to the end.
Something like that.
See you all.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Hello everyone, we're back, and it's fallen to me since the last episode now to give the Bass toast because I'm really bad at flicky games. It appears. I think that was the one, or whatever it was. No, running across a road.
It was running across traffic.
I'm
Yes.
just not good at running across road. I wasn't very good at the flicky game, to be honest, but I was very bad at running across the road.
Not so bad that you're no longer with us, but
No. Good evening, Oliver. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? Perfect time. I hope you've got something in a glass or a mug because we're about to give a toast. We're to give a toast to our sadly deceased former barman, Grey Hill Bass, as is tradition. And as I've been researching for the toast, I've come across some of his old writings. And I gave one the other week, and I found another one recently, and I wanted to read it to you. He wasn't I wouldn't say he was the greatest writer, but he was passionate. And I want to give the first, the opening sortie to this book that I read of his. And it went something like this. When shall we get drunk again? In bar or pub or drinking den? When the daily work is done, when the bar is cleaned in a pen. He wasn't very good at rhyming. That'll be ere the set of sun. Where the place within Bass Bar, there to drink with my crew. I come, Grey Hill. The drink is cool. Open! Drink is fine, and fine is the drink. Sit at the bar, these pints to sink. To the late great Grey Hill Bass.
to the late great Grey
Grey
Hill
Hill
Bass.
Bass.
To Grey Hill.
Some might say the first warrior poet, except he wasn't much of a warrior, to be fair.
Or a poet.
Hence why we're in this situation.
That's why we're only now finding these scraps of paper and he's dead.
To Grey Hill Sparrow.
But you know what they say.
Indeed.
You know, if we had some bacon, we could have bacon and eggs. If we had some eggs.
Precisely.
Okay, we return to the action as the six of you make your way out onto the street. Now it's a perfectly regular day on this planet. The air is not especially nice, but it's okay once you've got your breath masks in place. The buildings are all relatively low, 1 and 2 stories tall. Nothing particularly impressive about them, and they're organized in a pretty rigid grid system. There are signs indicating the names of a street here and there, but more commonly, there are signs pointing you to various directions within the city that might be points of interest.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that on every major street corner, there are signs pointing you in the right direction for the big, the big Nadi locations. The Morven Exchange is obviously one of those. The Jacinti Market, what's called the Blues Community Centre, and something called the Morven Lights is also on the signs.
Like it.
That's nice. Oh, dear me. Hang on. I've written this down already, but the Morven Exchange, the Jacinti Market, the Blues Community Centre. That sounds like it's something to do with Birmingham City Football Club.
It does sound like that, doesn't it? Only the word community exists, so I don't think it's related.
Exactly.
Karen
will point. Karen will excitedly point at the sign and say, "The Morven Exchange. This is where we're going to kill many birds with one stone. If I sell these things, and we can go present shopping and have a look around and catch a vibe of the place. The vibes are good, right? The air not so good, but the vibes are good. Let's head to the Morven Exchange, everyone. That's my vote."
Okay. All right. If you're setting off in that direction, everyone, I assume, will follow you.
Agnar doesn't really know what's happening now after the morning events. He's happy to go along. I suppose he's okayed the shopping with Karma. He's consented, so he will certainly.
You make your way along the streets. For a few junctions, the sign seems to still point you the same way, and then eventually there's a sign turning you to the right, and all of the buildings around seem to be very similar to each other. It's hard to know exactly where you are or what kind of what kind of part of a city this is. But when you start to get close to the Morven Exchange, you see that it looks a little bit different. It's a large single building which covers several building plots, like a large rectangular hall. It has a slightly weather-beaten sign up on the front of it, which identifies it as the Morven Exchange. And it has two entrances on this side, both of which look to be double door sealed entrances so that the air inside will be more breathable than outside. Other than that, it doesn't seem to have a lot that's particularly interesting. It does have some windows, but they're quite high up off the ground effectively on the upper story. On the ground floor, it's just solid walls.
As we approach the building, Stefan will run off to one side and he'll grab someone passing by. You there, boy? Come here.
You there, boy? Get a goose. Christmas is coming.
The youngster you approach looks up. Like, what?
I have a question about Morvan. I'm after a birthday present for my friend. You see that big furry person over there? The one that says "Happy 50th birthday." It's his birthday today. I'm after. We're new on planet, as you can probably tell. I'm after somewhere to find something really not special, big and ostentatious for not a lot of money, and one of them. Or something really small but lots of them, and equally, he's a very whimsical character. Do you know what whimsical means?
No.
Off the cuff, random. I want the most obscure thing that he will probably never use in his entire life. That is both beautiful and odd. Where would you recommend I purchase such a piece?
Well, you're standing in front of the Morven Exchange.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be here. That's only because my other friend, you see the one over there with the holding her camera out, like doing some weird thing. She really wants to come here to sell some things and to, try and make some money. So it doesn't have to be here, but if it is here, that's great.
Okay. Well, this is where most trading is done. If you're Morven, there are similar kinds of things for the other nations elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know where you'd get anything quirky.
Yeah, I'm not looking for, like 200 tons of something. I'm looking for just individual items, like a thrift shop or a bazaar.
You can buy individual items at the Morven Exchange.
That's good to know. Thank you.
And you can always go to the Morven Lights and see what people are talking about there, because they may have something for sale that's a bit more unorthodox, I guess. but we don't really have like a shopping district here.
Okay. What's the Northern Lights, if I can ask? Is that similar to the Exchange but with a different name?
Can you roll a
There are
persuade
shops.
for me, please? With
There are shops now, right?
social.
Yes. Oh no, that's Agnar. No. That's a 4 total.
A 4 total.
Mm.
He sort of shrugs his shoulders and he says, "It's kind of like a social club for Morven, sort of home away from home, I guess."
Oh, okay. But people gather around tables and sell stuff.
Well, they talk, and
Mm.
sometimes, I guess, they sell things. You never know what might come up.
Okay. Well, I'll check out the Exchange. Thank you. You've been very helpful. And if not, I guess I'll talk to some people. Here, please take a credit. Buy yourself a turkey or something.
He takes a credit and looks at it. And it's like, thanks. And then I'm not going to say he sprints away, but he certainly moves quicker than he was when you first intercepted him.
And Stefan will scuttle back over to the group.
Okay. Everyone's sort of looking around as if curious as to the delay, but it wasn't long.
Sorry.
It wasn't long, just confusing.
Some important business that I had to take care of. Shall we?
Okay. Would you like to go inside?
Please.
All right. Inside, the whole space is essentially one large hall. At each end, there are a couple of doors leading to freshers and things like that. But other than that, it's just one big hall. It is fairly well filled with chairs and tables, and it is large enough that even though there's a fair amount of chairs and tables, they're separated from each other into little clusters. It appears that there's a sort of routine for how things are done here, in the sense that a particular trader or just a person will put a sign on the table they're sitting at with their name. And if you want to talk to them, either their personal name or their company name or whatever, and if you want to talk to them, you can come over and talk to them. Some of the clusters of tables seem to be really well occupied. There are people standing around as well. Quite a lot of people seem to have drinks with them, but it isn't obvious where they got them.
Kara will look to Stefan. Look, I think it could get pretty boring. So I've got to do. Me and Agnar could do some stuff. Why don't there's drinks? I can see Saraya's looking thirsty. Why don't you guys have? I'm not going to drag you into this. Why don't you guys have a wander, find some drinks, and then she'll turn to Rose and turn to the other two, Rose and Rick, and say, if you guys want to wander as well, have a wander. We've got devices. We can get in touch. I'm going to keep Agnar with me, and we're going to... I know it's your birthday, Agnar, but just for the first 20 minutes, because they're going to go look for presents and things, we'll do a bit of trading, and they can go off and have a mooch, yeah? See what they can find.
That sounds very responsible.
The vibes are really good, right? The vibes are good, so I think splitting up and having a look around, find some drink. If you find some good drinks, could you just drop them off with us on your way past? That'd be amazing.
Not too many though, because responsible trading and all that. We don't want to be giving stuff away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's fine. I find trading's a lot like darts or pool. 3 pints and I'm in my perfect trading zone.
But watch out for 4 or 5.
Watch out, 4 or 5, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Come on then.
So so Soraya and Agnar are staying together.
Kara and Agnar.
Kara and Agnar together.
Yep.
Soraya is heading off with Stefan and the other 2.
I think the other 2 can head off with them or wander around, I guess. It's up to them.
If they want.
Okay. Then they will stick with you as you set off around. Let's deal with them first. Okay. So while Kara and Stefan are looking around for names they recognize or anyone who seems to be doing the right kind of business, the others can go poking around looking for anything that catches their eye. I'm going to have everyone in that group, so all 4, roll a streetwise check, please, with intellect.
Yes. Can I preface this with Stefan is looking for the most... A couple of things. Either the shadiest character in the room or the most oddball, like knick-knack kind of shop looking person. Somebody who just looks a little bit off-piste, not quite what you would expect in this situation.
You're looking for robes and one of those sort of wizard hats with a little thing off the sides.
Somebody who looks like they're going to be selling some crazy stuff that we don't need.
Okay.
Because that's
all right. Yes. So if you roll a streetwise with intellect.
Oh, hello. That's only 6, but I've got a +1 on both for Soraya. So Soraya sneaks to an 8 just.
Okay.
Mine is a 7 + 2 for streetwise for a 9.
Okay. As you glance around, there are quite a few areas where people seem to be essentially sitting on their own, waiting for people to come by. But there are also places where there are eager discussions going on. A lot of the signs seem to imply that the dealings will be significant trade. That they are looking to buy and sell quantities of stuff. But there are, particularly around the edges and in the corners of the hall, there are a few people who look like they are up to more individual deals. And there are 3 that stand out that you can spot with those rolls. In one corner, there is a person who has covered the table in front of them with weapons. And though their sign doesn't indicate a corporate, at least not that you're aware of, it seems to be a private name. This person is obviously selling personal weapons of one kind or another. And he's well equipped personally as well. You can see that he's got a gun belt on him, and he seems to have a pistol on each side. A little bit further around, there is somebody who has put up on the table in front of them a cloth on the table and what seems to be craft items made of local sourced materials of one kind or another, and he's quite eagerly looking around for custom. It looks as if most people are ignoring him. And he looks too eager for someone who's getting as little attention as he is, I suppose. And the third one has an empty table in front of her, but there's something about her. She's dressed like a privateer almost, and she's got her feet up on the table where she's sitting with her ankles crossed, and she's leaning back, looking completely relaxed with her eyes closed, as if, you know, she's aware that when someone wants to deal with her, they will come and
It's gone just at the right. I was excited about the privateer.
Just as people are about to arrive, he leaves. Come and do something.
It's too thrilling. Where are you?
Who are we going to?
I don't know. They're all pretty good. Like, do you need weapons right now? The weapons is an easy purchase.
The weapons is, but it feels like they've got something a little bit weird.
Maybe you're hoping for
not. They're not a
little weird weapon.
Could be a pocket knife. You never know. But the privateer,
rusty one. Privateer sounds fun.
It's quite exciting.
But then the knickknacks. You want the creepy knick-knack man.
Exactly. The little crafty made things definitely going to the locally sourced crafty made things.
But it's got suspiciously long fingernails.
I hope so. Or suspiciously short, like all the craft items are made out of their fingernails.
Oh no! Constantly chewing them off and sticking them onto something.
Best birthday present ever. Yeah, I like it.
I'm open to you on this one. I'm guessing because Cara will probably lead those. I'll leave these decisions to Stefan, I think.
No, that's not how it works. It's still a joint decision.
Yeah, true.
Plus,
but
we've got time. We can check them all out.
We can reach. Where does Stefan want first? So I will turn to Stefan and say, "They all look beautiful. Do you want weapons first? Do you want gifts first? Do you want suspicious contestant number 3 first?"
Well, now this might be part of their marketing plan, but I feel if we've got 3 things in mind, we should at least find out what the third one that we're unaware of sells or is selling before we contemplate the other 2.
Just make sure she doesn't like Zappu the stun gun and Shanghai you off onto some frigate somewhere.
Yes. I think we'll be okay. Just don't accept any drinks or stun gun zappings.
Drinks, that would be a fine thing. Do
you want to get some before we head over?
No. I don't want you to not look professional in front of this privateer lady.
Okay. Let's go.
Why don't you tell her about the 3 spins you managed when you won that competition?
What the Wormhole World Cup medal?
Yes.
The 5 spins. Yeah.
I wouldn't start with that. She wouldn't believe you.
Let's go say hi.
Go on.
Okay. So, which are you aiming for?
Good question. The privateer-looking person with nothing on their table and their legs up.
As Peter Andre sang, the mysterious girl.
She has a long weapon resting against the side of her chair, and the way she's sitting, it's sort of also in the crook of her elbow. If you understand it, it runs up inside the crook of her elbow. She also seems to have a sidearm on her belt, and her jacket is open enough that you can see part of the strap of what may be a shoulder holster in there as well. Her clothing is worn, but it's very, very sturdy looking, and pretty much all of it seems to be made out of something vaguely reminiscent of leather, but probably made of something a lot tougher. And as you sort of step towards, you don't actually have to clear your throat or ask or anything, because her eyes snap open as you get nearby, and she glances at the four of you and gives a big welcoming smile. And she says, "Ah, foreigners. Okay. What brings
Stefan
you
looks
here?"
over to Soraya and says, "Oh, that's really cool." Well, that's a very good question. We are here. We're here looking for a present of sorts. I mean, we're here in the general scheme of things because we need some repairs done to our ship, and this was the next stop along our way. But we are here because we're interested. What are you selling?
For the man with the ladies.
She actually lets out a slight laugh at that, and she says, "My services, I suppose. I apply pressure where it's needed, when it's needed, and I provide peace of mind. You know, for those who are worried about their safety."
That's quite interesting. I'm sorry, dude.
Sarai barges over past Stefan, pushing aside, holds out a hand. Hello, I'm Sarai Kansari. What's your name?
Nixor. Crowl. Nixor.
How are you spelling? What's that? What's your first name? Crowl.
Krall.
Kall.
Krall. Crowl.
Crowl. Sorry, Crowl.
Nixor. Nixor.
Krallnixor. Crowl Nixor. That's a strong name. Just by name yourself, you must have a reputation.
Well, not really.
And, sorry, and she shrinks back behind Stefan. You were saying, Stefan?
No, my apologies. I am Stefan. That's very interesting. In this system, where do your limits extend to?
She taps the ribbon on her chest, which is red and white like yours. And she says, "I basically hang around Pericor. They don't like us much in the other islands, and you can get into a lot of trouble pretending to be one of them if you're not."
Oh no, I mean, do you ever go off world?
Oh yeah, yeah. Off world is one of my favorite places.
What would your services set us back? Say.
Well, it depends on how long you need me for, and how much I'd have to spend on cleaning supplies to get the brains of your enemies out of my clothing afterwards.
That's interesting. I can understand the cleaning supplies certainly, but the duration seems to be directly linked to your capabilities, I guess.
Oh, I see. I'm goal oriented, it's true, but I'm afraid I have to charge a rate per day, not for a finished product, because so many things are out of my control.
What's the ballpark? What's a day? What would a day cost us?
Well, it depends what you want from me for that day, I guess. I mean, if you need me to deal with a problem that you've got, then that would be relatively expensive. If you need me to provide a little bit of peace of mind so you don't have to deal with a problem, that would be a little bit cheaper. And I happily sell advice, expertise, guidance for a much more modest fee.
Oh, Stefan, we need players for Rat Team. Ask if
No,
she wants a rat.
that's. I'm gonna be honest. That's not what I was thinking. That's not the problem I was thinking of.
You don't know you still don't know what to get Agnar for his birthday. Do you think
No,
she'll know?
and
Share this
I
with
mean,
some person.
actually, that might be a very good point.
I know, say
Maybe
don't
that
judge a
would
book
be
by its cover.
that would be some really good advice that they might be able to help us with.
Should just say guns.
But no, I was thinking of he'll type something out on his device and he'll show the word "fess" to Samaya, and then delete it.
She's done
Either knowledge, I suppose, on certain aspects of this person, or potentially throwing a spanner in the works and pushing something their way for a change, being on the offensive rather than on the back foot.
So I will send Stefan a little message, type it out, that says, do we really need her? You nearly killed him once. And you're not that great.
Thanks.
That is a fair point.
Delete it all. That's like, I love you. I love you.
How much would you charge for advice on a birthday present for a friend? After that comment.
Advice on a birthday present.
The best thing we could find in this place. The best, cheapest thing we could find in this place.
The best, cheapest thing. Tell me about your friend.
He's 50, apparently.
He's turning 50 today. If you see him, he'll be the Varga with a sash on. He's ex-army, reasonably high up, wasn't he? So
yeah, he was nearly a general and then became a general when he retired.
One of those. He quite likes that game. What's that game called? I know nothing about my friend, apparently.
Jazzy chess.
Yeah, jazzy chess, jazzy space chess.
I'll tell you what.
Xanathar, Zanglos.
50 credits.
She'll just tell you to go to that bloke.
It feels like I'm being fleeced, and I'm quite often I'm aware to when I'm being fleeced.
Would you like to make a roll to find out if she's being straight up with you?
Because quite often I do the fleecing. Yes, please.
That would be a deception roll with intellect, please.
I like being the fleecer, not the fleecee.
You can go with survival if you prefer.
Oh, no, let's not go with survival. Don't get so aggressive with it.
Sorry, deception with...
With intellect or survival with intellect.
Oh, you're rolling well tonight.
That is well. That's 11 total, please.
My goodness.
Okay. Obviously, she's smirking at you like she knows that you owe her money already. You know, she's very relaxed in your presence. But you don't get the feeling that she would necessarily steer you wrong. She seems to be professional at what she rates, if you know what I mean.
I tell you what, I like your gumption. I like your confidence. And I'm sure you're aware of the fact that we would tell everyone if we were given rubbish advice on the birthday present. Sure, I'll give you 50 credits.
Okay. You tap the credits over to her?
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Thank you very much." Well, this place is well known for a few things, and one of them is weapons. Everyone has them, everyone uses them, they buy them and sell them all the time, and if your guy's ex-army, I suspect he appreciates a nice one. Right over there in the corner, there's a guy selling weapons. His name's Dal Stossi.
How are we spelling?
Dal
Yeah.
Stossi.
Thank you.
I'm not going to tell you that what he sells is crap. I'm sure it's fine, but someone who knows their weapons won't be impressed. But most evenings, if you go to the lights, there's an old sergeant there, and he makes custom kit. And this stuff it's beautiful. It's such a nice weapon to heft, to feel, to hold. It just feels like it's going to last forever and never let you down. And if he enjoys that kind of thing, I think he should go and see the sergeant.
That is really useful information, and I think you will very much enjoy it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have any...
It makes sense. Like, judging by the graffiti in the toilets, Agnar does like to hold things with heft.
That is what the graffiti says, although 100% of it is Kara, so who knows?
I do have a question for you, Miss Nixa, if I may be so bold. Did you have a rank? Are you a Miss?
Kral's fine.
Kral, we're here for like 4 days. Our ship's been fixed. We ourselves have been through many scrapes, many situations over the time. We wouldn't like to, look, judging by you and your beautiful weapons and the way you hold yourself, you clearly know your way around many situations. Just wondering, I guess we're here for some days anyway. Is there anything that you have had to turn down for someone just through shorthandedness, or that you wanted to attempt, wanted to try out, just wished that you had an extra hand or 2 or 6 to support you in? Because like, it's lovely here, but there's only so many cheesy balls and mimosas I can drink, and boredom might kick in, if you know what I mean.
You're looking for work?
I think it's like a busman's holiday for us, really. It's nice to spend an evening back at the hotel, swimming a bit and drinking, but during the days are long, right? And just wondering if there was ever a situation where, yeah, you like the idea of an extra hand so you could make a bit more money, I suppose, or sort something up for you that you can't do yourself.
Sublease.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take a cut of whatever.
Can you roll a persuade for me, please, with social?
I can try that. Oh, Soraya, with your -1 social. Here's me trying to sell it. It's like, yeah, but it's a bit like, whoo. It's not very well spoken. But my persuade is good, though. My persuade is good. There we go. Hopefully that'll cancel it out a little bit. It does cancel it out. It is an 8 in total. Thank
Okay.
goodness. I'm hitting 8s all night. I'm not in any better than that, though. I'm not Ewan tonight. I'm dragging myself over the line like a dying goat.
No, 8's work. 8's work.
8s are beautiful.
I like it.
An 8, a 7, a 6.
All right. She looks the 4 of you up and down, and then she shakes her head and says, "No, nothing like that. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking around to do something more than just buy and sell a bit before you leave, For 100 credits, I'll give you some advice.
Stefan will say stay purposely quiet at this point, I guess.
I'll toss you for it. 50 or 150.
Price is 100 credits.
Just...
Don't charge 150 for 100 credit guidance, and I don't sell it for 50.
I quite like her, Stefan. Quite like her.
It's principled. I can appreciate that.
If only I'd met her when I was younger, not you. I think although she looks like she's as tight with the money as you are.
That ship's well sailed.
Go on then. You're fair. Let's Stefan, give her 100 credits.
I'm not paying 100 credits. I don't want to work. I want to relax. I want to buy ridiculous things for our friends. I want to drink mimosas. I want to jump off of the balcony into the swimming pool. And I've already done 2 of those things. So I've only got one thing left. And then nothing.
Fine. Here's 100 credits. I know. It's worth a try.
Yeah, Agnar, probably.
Read the Daddy Agnar. Agnar, just don't ask any questions. Just 100 credits. Yeah, all right.
Okay. She checks that the money arrives, and then she nods and she quickly glances around the room to make sure nobody's too close. And then she says, "This isn't a place for tourists. Be very careful who you trust. You can get in trouble here really easily. And if you've got any sense, spend as little time as you can in Morven territory. Unless you've got really good reason to be here."
Is there another territory you'd recommend?
If I'm recommending, I'd recommend any territory that's not on this planet. But I quite like the Docinti areas.
I knew we should have picked a different gate, that different button on that stupid thing.
1 of 3, right?
1 of 3.
Here we are.
So at that moment, let's cut back to see what Agnar and Kara are doing. You're looking for someone to trade with?
Yes, we're looking for 2 things, pharmaceuticals and the cadmos, but we're looking for that for growing, aren't we? I think was the main focus of that, for the greenery.
Yeah. So can you make, for just the purpose of finding a good candidate, can you make either streetwise... Yeah, it'll be a streetwise check, I think, please, with intellect.
Intellect helps. Finally.
Wow. Carla, this is such a lovely place. I feel like I naturally trust every single person in this room. It's just so chill, don't you think?
It's so chill. I've hit an 11.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so much stuff. And I've still got a boon on them, making note of that.
I have not. Was it streetwise with intellect?
Yes.
You don't have
mine is a
either of those
mighty
things.
2 in that case.
Okay. They're literally his worst things, I think.
That's an impressive roll for all the wrong reasons.
At least Kara saw something.
So as Kara glances around, she sees a little cluster of tables that are kind of together in a group towards the middle of the hall. And there seems to be a queue of people waiting to come into the fold. it's not a very long queue, but there are people who are obviously waiting their turn with these people. And based on the fact they're constantly showing each other information on various tablets and devices and clearly discussing money and things like that, they look like a really good pitch. The other thing you'll notice with that role is that all of the tables have the same name on them, even though they're separate tables, and they've got different people behind them or at them. They all share the same name, which is MTI. They're just the initials MTI.
MTI. Do the tables like have different things on them for what they want, or is it just a general MTI area?
It looks like a general MTI area. It isn't clear. I mean, they may be trading different commodities each, but it isn't obvious from where you are.
As I guess as the queue filters down, the sort of car will pull Agnar over, get into the queue and wait for the queue to filter. And I shall quietly say to him, let's try these guys. There's a lot. All these tables belong to the same guys, though. So play along, yeah. Play along.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And sort of, I guess, as people start to pay attention and get to the front of the queue or whatever, she'll be like, just laugh overly loud. Yes. Yes, you can say that again. You can say that again.
Oh, well, I could if I remembered what I said.
Well, you say so many wise things. Oh, here we are. Oh, we're at the front. This is. I suppose it's. Oh, well. Here we are, my dear friends. Here we are, surrounded by such wonderful people.
Back again.
Different faces this time.
You approach the tables, and they glance up as you get to the front of the queue. A couple of the tables are still occupied by people, but someone at one that's now sort of vacant waves you both forwards.
Is it a gentleman or a lady?
It is a woman.
Good morning, my good lady.
Morning.
We have items to sell, if you'd be so interested. As you can see, we are off-world. I hope that doesn't count against us. She nudges Agnar in his sash and laughs again.
Okay. Well, show me what you got.
Well, buy me a drink first.
You are. Sorry, it's his birthday. He gets very excited. He's 50. It's been 10 years since he's seen a lady naked.
Yeah, I'm not going to help you with that.
Want to say that. Well.
We have. She pulls out the device. We have on our ship 1 ton of pharmaceuticals and 9 tons of cadmos, as you would know, very good for growing crops in a place like this planet. We got it straight from the source. We were on the best planets for cadmos recently before we came in this direction.
Okay.
From kelp itself, deep
Top
in the
A grade quality cadmos.
From 10 kilometers down in the deep oceans of Darkwind.
All right. Well, I can take cadmos off your hands. Mm-hmm. I'll need to check it out to give you a price, but assuming it's as good as you say, yeah, I'll take that off your hands. I don't normally trade in pharma myself, but I'm happy to move it for you, and I think we can probably come to an arrangement. I'll tell you what, either put it out on the edge of the landing pad for me to check out, or give me the details of your ship and I'll check it out in your hold.
Wonderful. I'll radio back to the ship. When would you be looking to head over there?
End of business today, I guess.
Be sure to let the security team know. Sorry, what was your name?
Me,
Yeah.
Jumi,
How are we spelling this,
Jumi, that Jumi.
Jumy, Leah Jumi.
Oh, I should have known it would have been a surname. So right.
That Leah Jumi will be arriving. And we wouldn't want any unfortunate accidents.
So am I
Security
going to
team
see
here
it
to
at
get a bit jumpy.
the terminal or at the ship?
It's 9 tons. Let's go for the ship.
Okay. I'll check it out and give me your contact details. I'll let you know what price I can offer.
Wonderful, thank you. Are there any other companies around here that would be interested in Tadmos and pharmaceuticals that would also want to come and have a look at the same time as you?
No.
Right, that's we'll just go and ask ourselves. But thank you very much, Leah Jumi. Here's the details. Here's the ship. It's the Baltic Star. You can't miss it. Imagine, if you will, there was something called a channel between two countries, maybe several miles apart, and it was used by thousands of people that got drunk and threw up a lot. And it was just a ship that went backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Now imagine the space version of that. That's our ship.
Okay.
Also, it has extra holes in it where it should be.
It does have extra holes, but only for now. Some may be gone by. Well, they
fine.
can't go until
For the
someone
time
buys.
being.
For the time being, they make us go faster.
All right. So so she takes your contact details and makes a note. I'll let you know as soon as I've checked out the cargo.
What? So roughly what time will you be arriving?
Well,
Just
I'll
so we
probably
can-
be leaving here about 6 o'clock as the business starts to wind down. I'll go direct from here to the landing pad. I've got a few other things to check out there tonight as well.
So 6:30 ish.
Yeah, I can't give you an exact time, but something like that.
Ah, perfect. Thank you very much. We shall inform the crew.
Excellent. So you get yourselves up. Now, can I have everybody please roll because effectively you're now both moving on from your conversations that you've already had.
Mm-hmm.
So can I have everybody roll a streetwise, please?
If I may, as Agnar and Kara leave, Agnar will say to Kara, "Do you see how I picked up the time that they're going to be arriving? If anyone else wants to go check out our cargo, to do it at the same time, bit of competition. Let them know that we're not just looking at one person."
It's a good idea. It seems like a really.
idea?
But did you see like the guys that fixed it and that they're all very. It's very much like this belongs to this person, this belongs to this, and there'd be no competition. It's worth a try,
less
isn't
less
it?
so here.
But, you know, it's a
Anyway,
process.
we'll see.
I like it. It's good though. I liked it. That was really good stuff. I enjoyed your laughing as well. It was very good.
Well, us Spargers do tend to have quite a vibrant laugh, I feel.
You do. That's exactly what the graffiti says.
Wait, what?
Right, that's okay. No, look, keep an eye out. We're looking for things.
Sorry, Ben. Streetwise and
streetwise with intellect, please.
Okay.
For everyone.
Let's do Agnar first.
Kara's done 8 for about the 70th time tonight. That's a 6 with a 2.
Oh no.
6 of the 2. So
Yeah. This isn't a critically important roll. It's just for narrative purposes.
Sarai's a 9.
It's a good job I didn't use my boon, Sparrow, because I rolled 2 1s for an Agnar, which, with an intellect of 0 and a streetwise of -3,
Yeah,
Wow.
one of his bad
it's
ones.
not a roll that you even want to bother using a boon on.
That's a total of -1, is it?
It is indeed, yes.
Okay.
Tips over. If you imagine it once every season, you hit a -1, and I love you for it.
Yeah.
And it's always on that roll.
Quite strength, but yeah, quite normally on intellect.
As you stand up, you actually quite easily and quickly all
Quite
spot
falls
the
over,
other half or the other 2/3 or whatever of your party in the hall. Because obviously you're curious about where they are and what they're doing while you're doing other things, and the same's true for both groups, if you like. You spot each other standing around, and everybody seems to be, fairly cheerful. Things are going okay, at least as far as they should, except Rose is standing stock still in the middle of the room, staring in absolute surprise at the door directly opposite her as somebody comes in who she recognizes. And once you sort of twig from her vibe that this is something you should probably be looking at, you all turn your heads to see. And Star Orica has just walked in through the door of the Morven Exchange.
Oh, I'll take that. That is good.
And that's where we're
Were
going to
you
call
going
it.
where I was going, Luke?
Oh, with Star Orica. Star Orica.
Yes, indeed.
Why has she left Darkmoon? Oh, don't be sick next week, Ewan.
Why, Luke? Why?
So I don't know
What
why
conclusion
Star
are you possibly jumping to?
Because you drag your sickness for a week. I don't know why Star Orica left Darkmoon. It's very exciting.
It is quite
I've got to
exciting.
change the encyclopedia now.
Star Orica no longer.
No longer on Dark. It's fine. Make me extra work. Meanwhile, on the Baltic Star, Ben.
Okay. All right. Right.
Good ending.
Meanwhile, on the Baltic Star, Rose's kitten Caboodle was walking the companionways looking for someone to play with. Rose herself, it seemed, was still missing, which was a minor irritation. Kronsorama, a common playmate, was busy, tucked away in engineering with someone unfamiliar to the cat, but who hadn't been introduced. Her next attempt was to get Cat Aralesti's attention, but the pilot had retired to her cabin, tired from her shift pattern during the flight to Nadi. Of course, this wouldn't in itself stop a determined kitten, but the pilot's door didn't open at Caboodle's approach, and even standing up on her back legs, her front paws pressed against the door, failed to open it. Her next stop was often her stop of last resort. Jural Kaggs didn't seem to technically have a cabin, or possibly he simply didn't know where it was. He spent his life sitting in Bast's bar or sleeping in Bast's bar. He enjoyed two things, drinking and sleeping. In fact, he was at the bar and had a glass in front of him, but he was alert and chuckling to himself, which was a good sign. On board a ship like the Baltic Star, there are some elements of technology that are, by any definition, advanced. Just because the crew is able to operate and maintain this technology shouldn't make anyone believe that it was other than very advanced. With advanced technology comes advanced tools, and Kaggs had found himself something fun to play with. I suppose it's not strictly true to say he'd found something. He'd stolen something from engineering. It looked fairly innocent, in fact. It was a spray bottle. On the side was printed a simple description of the contents. It said, electrostatic lubricant solution, LQ0. Engineers had a long history of enjoying the fun and games that could be had with this stuff, and Kaggs, while not an engineer, had a healthy appreciation for fun. He'd sprayed the bar liberally with the lubricant and then allowed it to dry. It made an almost perfectly frictionless surface that would last for hours. Its intended purpose was, well, pretty obvious, but a slightly different formulation was inside the main engines and kept the drive shafts operating at extremely high speeds without generating too much heat or vibration. Cags, however, was using it to gleefully slide his drink back and forth across the bar, batting it at increasing speed. As games go, it might be simple, but it was enough to amuse the mercenary. Caboodle definitely wanted to get in on the game, but leaping to the bar surface did not go well. She landed as intended, but then things went sideways, literally. The little cat slid across the table without slowing, and attempting to stand up was futile. She let out a low, anguished cry as she slid helplessly towards the edge. Cags can be accused of many things, and he certainly had no problem teasing a kitten, but he also believed in keeping the tiny furballs safe. He reached his arm out across the bar, stopping the sliding cat, and then dragged her to him, wrapping her in his arm. Caboodle, for her part, climbed onto his forearm and sat, blinking. She took maybe a second before using a paw to experimentally touch the bar's surface, desperately curious as to how her paw slid without resistance. Cag smiled and scratched the kitten's back. "Fun, isn't it?" he said with a soft voice. Caboodle withdrew her paw and lay along his arm, holding on tight. She was perhaps less convinced.
Nice. Thank you very much, Sparrow, for that joyous.
Yes, thank you, Sparrow. Hope that was okay.
Cat moment.
That's good. Oh, it's nice to know what everyone's up to when we're flouncing around on the surface.
So much flouncing.
So much flouncing. Thank you for tonight, Ben. Tomorrow,
Thank you, guys.
Sparrow is joining us. You do remember, don't you? I normally message you on like Thursday because I've forgotten, but I've forgotten Thursday. It's Villages tomorrow.
It is indeed, and we should have a fun time. Hopefully, finding a murderer to reward.
Did you leave the pub yet? Because I actually finished the pub, and I'd like to get the graphic up there. So
we left.
You got to go back in the pub so I can get the graphic up.
I think we did leave, didn't we?
Yeah, you did. I think I can't remember where you're off to. You're off to somewhere else now. I think we finished as you left. I think pretty much.
Yeah, probably.
You talked to the bloke in the pub and then you left. So yeah.
Yes, I haven't got my notes within easy reach, I'm afraid.
No, same. I'll hunt them down before tomorrow. Spencer's there. That's good. So yeah, the Villages. Find out who. Maybe we'll find out who killed the Morris dancer. Maybe we won't. Maybe they're on the wrong trail altogether.
Maybe
a lot of clues in the dark woods. That's for sure. Who knows? Maybe you need a round of golf. That'll give you the answer.
It's always possible. I mean, if you're looking for a murderer, then golf courses are a pretty good place to start.
So many good places to hide a body. It's not that the body's gone missing.
Yes. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who turned up live or who caught us later on VOD. We very much appreciate it. And thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good work, Ben. That was a good night and a good ending. What joy. See you all soon. Take care.